So one of the things we touched on the last segment that we're going to expound on a little bit today is design. How do you get architect plans? I mean, we work with outside architects all the time, and can build right off those plans with no problem. But we also offer a unique thing that probably is pretty unique to Epic and a few other builders that I know, and that is being able to design in 3D. So explain a little bit about what we do there.
Well, I mean, I'll go back to, without spending too much time talking about the history of it, I wanted to learn how to design homes as much as anything because I was interested. But the other side of it is that we had so many problems, and I know you can attest to this, where traditional two-dimensional AutoCAD or hand-drawn plans, the roof is not designed with the walls. And that might be foreign to people watching this, but they're not designed together. We would go out there to build it and realize the roof didn't actually hit the walls.
And there would be a framer calls us and says, hey, the roof is 3 feet short of the plate.
And the cost is catastrophic depending. I mean, it can be tens of thousands of dollars. I think the worst we've ever experienced is probably about $15,000, but that's still a lot of money. And if you look at most architectural plans, there's a little exclusion on there that says the buildability of these plans or whatever verified by others. In other words, they're washing their hands of it, and they're putting it on us and the customer to be responsible for something they've drawn. And that always kind of struck me as odd as well. And so we were at the International Builders Show many, many years ago, and one of my missions was to find a really cool design software. And we found one, Chief Architect, which is a 3D design software, and I started drawing in it. And now today, we probably, I would say, over half our homes that we build are in it. And that can be stuff that we've already done before that we're modifying. That can be something that an outside architect and us have worked together to create, where they've done sketches and we've put it in. Or it could be that's a completely outside plan, but they want to change it so much that by the time they're done with it, we almost have to start over. And it's just something that's evolved that I've spent more and more time doing, and I've gotten to the point where I have a confidence level that's pretty high at being able to draw just about anything. But creatively wise, even though I think I'm pretty good, I don't have the experience of some of the outside architects do. So oftentimes we liaison with them to try to work together in a hybrid approach to create these plans. As far as what it means to the customer, that's a little bit more of a complicated answer.
No, not everybody does 3D because
That's right.
a lot of people can take a flat plan and visualize it, and you can tell if a roof is going to work or not quite a few times.
Sometimes,
Sometimes it's on a complex roof line or something
harder,
like that,
yeah.
or if the customer just can't visualize what that house is going to look like.
Right.
We can get it in 3D. And we got it, and this is a touchy subject because you know what? We do this as a service, but then we can't go overboard and spend 50 hours on something. We can do it in a limited form to help the customer visualize certain areas of the house or the entire house if necessary. But it is a really cool program.
Very
and
cool.
And not to brag or anything, but man, he's really actually pretty good at this thing.
Well, you know what helps? It helps as much as anything. I think for me, and I know for you too, it's made us better builders. If you design something and then build it, you kind of start to see where, oh my goodness, I'm not getting that quite right. And now when I see other architects' plans, I'm like, there's no way that's going to work.
Well, yeah,
I know
you can
that's not
look
gonna
at
work.
a roof plan because you're able to start visualizing
See it
a
3D in your
2D
head.
plan in a 3D model, which really helps
in your head.
And that's how we help design that with that process in mind, which I think makes it very useful for the client, and it makes everything go real smooth.